Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will create a live streaming app using ZegoCloud API. It's not like a video call app, it is different. Like how we have YouTube live stream where gamers play games and the audience joins to see their live streaming, where they can comment, chat and send money. You got the idea, right? That's what we are going to create in this video. Let me show you the demo. This is how it looks. So we have installed the app on both devices. One is a physical device and the other is an emulator. The first device is our host. So I will click on Start Live button, then give all the required permissions. And look, our live streaming has started. Now, this is our second device that will act as an audience. So here I will click on the Join Live button. And look, we have successfully joined the live session. Here you can comment, send reactions, share the live streaming and much more. Isn't that great? Now let's create it. So create a new empty views activity. Name it My Live Streaming. And finish. At the start, I said we will be using ZegoCloud API. So like how we used to have Google Maps API for the Maps app, News API for the News app, and Weather API for the weather apps. Likewise, we have ZegoCloud API for live streaming, video calls, audio calls, and many more. Previously, I created a video call app using ZegoCloud API, so you can check it out by clicking on the I button. Now let me show you what exactly ZegoCloud API is. Go to ZegoCloud.com. I have provided the link in the description box. This is what the website looks like. They offer multiple services like video calls, voice call, live streaming, in-app chat, cloud recording, AI effect, Superport, and digital human. Out of which we will be using live streaming service in our project. Also, ZegoCloud provides you with 20 plus UIKITS for different services. Means they already provide you with the code which makes app building quicker and easier. For example, live audio room, online karaoke, game streaming, video consultation, and many more. So let's start. To integrate the ZegoCloud API into our project, first we need to register. So click on Sign Up. See, in 30 minutes, you will have a live streaming app ready with few lines of code only. Isn't that great? Also, initially you will get 10,000 free minutes to use, where you can create your app, test your app, and if required, you can go for the premium. The best part about this API is that you don't require any initial card or payment hassle. So it is student friendly also. Also, it is compatible with every platform like iOS, Android, website, Flutter, React, and many more. So do give it a try. Now to register, write your first name, last name, country, and your work email. Then a verification code will be sent to your provided email. Write it here. Then create a password. Then lastly, tick both of them and click on your Start Your Free Trial. Then this box will appear where you can mention your company name, job title, industry, and phone number. And that's it. Click on Continue. See, in the free trial, you will be getting 10,000 minutes for free. And also, you'll be getting an advanced support plan. So make the most use of it. Then click on Go to Dashboard. This is what the ZegoCloud dashboard looks like. You can see all your projects here, plus their usage, analytics, and everything. So let's create our project. Click on Create Your First Project. These are all the use cases, out of which we will go for live streaming. Click on Next. Write your project name. It can be the same name or different from your Android project. Then there are two ways to get started. First is UIKITS and second is SDKs. In UIKITS, there is less amount of code and your app will be ready within 30 minutes. While SDK are used for big projects where you want a fully customized app. Hence, we will go for UIKITS. Choose Android and click on Start with UIKITS. Wait. And done. Then here choose Android. We have standard face beautification like a filter. You can also add virtual avatars by upgrading to premium. Then click on Save and start to integrate. This is our configuration page where you will find your app ID and app sign. Both of them are very important, hence please keep them safe. They are used for authentication to integrate into your project. Then click on Quick Start. Here you will find the code which you can simply integrate into your app. Now let's go step by step. So step number 1 is to copy the code in the settings Gradle. So copy both lines and paste them here in the setting Gradles below Maven Central. And then according to our project, we need to make a few changes like adding URI, and that's it. Step number 2, add dependency in build Gradle. So copy the dependency and paste it here in the build Gradle. Customize it according to your project. And then click on Sync Now. And then step number 3 is to initialize a live streaming service in our project. But before that, first we need to create UI. So let's quickly create that. Open the project, go to Colors, add a red color whose hex code is FF3131. And then go to Themes, add the color primary variant, status bar color, all of them red. And then to make the app look more presentable, I will use a background image. So add it in the drawable folder. And then live streaming obviously requires the internet, right? So go to Android manifest and add internet and access network state permission. And then now see, the first screen is our main activity, which has two buttons, Start Live and Join Live button. But we do require one more screen where the live streaming will actually going to happen, right? So for that, create a new empty views activity. Name it LiveActivity. And then, now let's do the UI part. So go to activity main.xml. Here, as I said, we will have two buttons. Very simple. Follow me as I write. This will be a linear layout. Orientation vertical. Padding 16 dp. Background, live background. And then inside it, create a button with 275 dp and height wrap content. Give it an ID, Start Live button, and other required attributes. And then similarly, create one more button below it whose ID will be Join Live button. And then Our main screen is ready. Now let's design a live screen. So go to activity live.xml. Here comes the magical part. All the things that you see on the live screen, you don't have to design it. API does that for you. But you do have to provide a layout. So keep the constraint layout, width and height match parent, and give the ID fragment container. And that's it. Our live screen is also ready. Now comes the logic part. So go to MainActivity, remove the default code. Here we are supposed to do two things. One is to redirect the live screen by clicking on the respective button with all the required information like user ID, app ID, app sign, live ID, and many more. The second is to generate a random unique user ID. Simple. Let's create it. The first thing is to declare and initialize the buttons. We have the Start Live button and Join Live button. And then initialize the app ID and app sign. I'll hide them for a while. Then let's generate a random user ID. Every live streamer or host has their own unique random user ID through which the audience can join their live streaming. Got it? Hence, outside the onCreate, create a new function, generate user ID, which creates and returns a random 5-digit user ID string at the end. Then inside it, initialize the string builder object. It will build the user ID as a sequence of characters. Then create the random object to generate random numbers. And done. Then, while the builder length is less than 5, which means the loop runs until the length of the builder string reaches 5 characters. So first, create a next int 10 inside the loop, which means a random integer between 0 and 9 will be generated. Then I don't want the user ID to start with 0. So for that, we will write something like this. If the builder dot length is equal to 0 and next int is equal to 0, then continue. Means skip the 0. But if it is not 0, then append the generated random digit to the builder. And once the builder reaches a length of 5, the loop ends. And the user ID is returned as string. Now come back here inside the onCreate. Here we will declare the user and initialize it with the generate user ID function. Then the username is our user ID only. And the live ID is text live ID for now. And then, now our first button is the Start Live button. So set onClickListener on it. And in return, it will give us a view. What view? Live screen view. So create an intent that will redirect us from the main activity to the live activity. But with that, we are also required to send a few other details like whoever clicks on the Start Live button will be the host. So keep it as true. and then app ID, app sign, user ID, username, and live ID. All of these details will be sent to live screen activity, and based on this information, the live screen will be displayed. You will understand it when we will use it in the live activity. Then start the activity intent and done. Similarly, we will do this for join live button. Everything will be same except the host, because whoever clicks on the join live button is an audience, not a host. Got it? And that's it. Our main screen is ready. Now go to live activity. Remove the default code. Here the code will be totally by the API. The code is available here. You can copy paste if you want to, but let's try it on our own. So basically this code adds a fragment based on the provided details, which we send from the main screen to the live screen. We will go step by step. So step number 1, create a function outside onCreate. Name it add fragment. Inside it, we will receive all the details. So to send details through intent, we use put extra. And to receive the details, we use get string extra or whatever the data type is. As you will see, we have sent 6 details. So receive all of them. And done. Please make sure the key value is the same, otherwise you will face an error. Then write config is equal to if is host, means if the user is a host, then run Zego UIKit prebuilt live streaming config.host. But if the user is not a host, means he is an audience, then else Zego UIKit prebuilt live streaming config.audience. Got it? Simple. Next, we need to declare and initialize the fragment. So write fragment is equal to Zego UIKit prebuilt live streaming fragment dot new instance. Means to create a new fragment with all the required parameters, app ID, app sign, user ID, username, live ID, and config. Then initialize it by writing support fragment manager dot begin transaction dot replace the fragment container with the fragment which we created. and commit now means finalize it. Don't forget to call add fragment here inside the onCreate. And that's it. Our live streaming app is ready. Now let's run it. I have installed the app on both the devices. This is our host device and this is our audience device. So from here, I will click on the Start Live button. It will ask for permission, grant it, then click on Start, and our live streaming is started. This is what a random user ID looks like. Now from here, the audience device, I'll click on Join Live button, and here we are. I can comment on it. Great. Here, currently only one live streaming is happening, hence it directly joined it. But in case there are multiple live streaming happening, then it will show a list of all the hosts who are online. And you can choose one of them according to their user ID. Got it? Look how easy it was. You have created a live streaming app on your own. Amazing. Also, don't forget to check out ZegoCloud website where you'll find all their services and UIKITS. Sign up right now and get 10,000 minutes free. You will find all the links and offers in the description box. So yeah, that is it for the video. If you are new to this channel, then please consider subscribing to my channel and I'll see you in the next video.